Ever heard the one about the student who paid off their loans? Me neither, but we might be getting closer to that punchline. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the mammoth-sized student loan debt in America. It's like a heavy backpack, dragging millions of Americans down. But hold on, it seems there's a bit of light at the end of this debt tunnel. The Biden-Harris administration has recently approved an additional $4.8 billion in student loan debt relief. Yes, you heard that right. This is not just a drop in the ocean, but a significant wave in the sea of student debt, bringing the total approved debt cancellation to nearly $132 billion. That's a lot of zeros, and a lot of relief for over 3.6 million Americans. So just when you thought your student loans were like a bad house guest that never leaves, there's a glimmer of hope on the horizon. Now, let's dive into the deep end of this loan forgiveness pool, shall we? There are two key programs making waves in the world of student debt right now: income-driven repayment, or IDR forgiveness, and public service loan forgiveness, also known as PSLF. So what's the deal with these programs? Well, IDR forgiveness is for those who have been diligently making payments based on their income and family size, but haven't been able to fully repay their loans over a certain period of time, typically around 20 to 25 years. If you fall into that category, your remaining balance could be forgiven. On the other hand, we have PSLF. This program is a beacon of hope for those who've chosen careers in public service fields. If you've made 120 qualifying payments while working full-time for a qualifying employer, think government or nonprofit organizations, you could be eligible for forgiveness of the remaining balance of your direct loans. Now, these programs sound great, but they haven't been without their flaws. Thankfully, the U.S. Department of Education has been hard at work making fixes to ensure that more borrowers can benefit from these programs. They've been streamlining and simplifying the process so that navigating these waters doesn't feel like you're up a creek without a paddle. In addition to these programs, other measures have been implemented to ease the burden of student debt. One such measure is the Save Repayment Plan, which aims to make repayment more manageable by aligning payments with income and family size. There's also been an increase in Pell Grants, providing more funding for students in need. So, if you've been swimming in student debt, these programs could be your life raft. They offer a chance to reach the shore of financial freedom, waving goodbye to the sea of student debt that's been holding you back. Remember, it's always important to stay informed about these programs, as they could be the ticket to navigating your way out of the stormy seas of student debt. Now, let's look into the crystal ball and see what the future holds for student loans. In the swirling mists of uncertainty, we find the fate of student loan payments hanging in the balance. The Supreme Court is currently reviewing the Biden-Harris administration's student loan forgiveness program, causing many a borrower to bite their nails down to the quick. Will the program pass muster, or will it be sent packing? Only time will tell. In the meantime, the pandemic-related pause on student loan payments continues to be in effect. Since March of 2020, borrower balances have been frozen, with no interest accruing and collections on defaulted debt on a hiatus. While this might seem like a dream come true, it's worth noting that this pause has cost the government a whopping $155 billion. But wait, there's more. The Biden administration is also proposing changes to income-driven repayment plans. The aim? To reduce monthly debt burdens and total repayment amounts. These changes would cap payments at 5% of discretionary income and forgive remaining balances after 10 years of repayment. Talk about a potential game changer. Remember, while the future may be as clear as mud, the potential for relief is no laughing matter. So, what's the takeaway from all this hullabaloo? Well, friends, it's quite simple. The world of student loans is changing, and it's changing for the better. The Biden-Harris administration has been making strides in student debt relief, approving nearly $132 billion in debt cancellation. This has brought relief to over 3.6 million Americans, and the numbers are only set to grow. The Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, along with income-driven repayment forgiveness, are two key avenues through which this relief is being channeled. And let's not forget the Save Repayment Plan and increased Pell Grants, which are also playing a part in reducing the burden of student debt. But it's not all about waiting for the government to wave a magic wand. It's also about being proactive and staying informed about your student loans. Keep track of changes, keep track of your payments, and keep seeking the best ways to manage your debt. And remember, folks, the legal squabbles and policy changes may seem like a tangled web, but at the heart of it all is a potential lifeline for student loan borrowers. So keep your eyes and ears open and stay on top of your student loan game. Remember, in the world of student loans, knowledge isn't just power, it's potential freedom from debt.